Today's dessert is a very fun creation, and it's a creation that gets done with just 4 or 5 ingredients together. It's a salted caramel with banana and blueberries coming together in a Tarte Tatin. Now what is a Tarte Tatin? It's a fun inverted tart which helps a novice look like a star. I'm going to get to creating this, one for home and one to take for a fantastic potluck. Don't forget to subscribe, hit on the bell icon as we get to creating one of my other star creations. So simple in the making. I've just taken a large bunch of bananas, a full dozen of them actually, sliced them, and I'm going to keep them into a bowl while I get to creating that gorgeous caramel. Starting off, this Tarte Tatin requires you to make a nice salted caramel. So into a 9 or 10 inch pan goes in nearly 40 to 50 grams of sugar. Allow it to melt, and I'm creating 2 here, like I said earlier, one for home and one to take for a potluck. We're just going to let this melt, get that gorgeous amber brown color. Giving the caramel a swirl is so required to get the color managing well within it. So nice swirl. The next one as well. This is so simple that it allows you to be a little clumsy too. So be careful though when you're working with caramel. With this done, it's time to now switch off the flame, and into each of them drop in nearly 40 grams of salted yellow butter. Just allow it to emulsify into this gorgeous caramel. And I like using salted butter because I do not need to add salt into the caramel. Let it sizzle, let it merge, let it get a beautiful rich sauce in the making. As I allow this to cool down on the side, it's time now to roll that puff dough that gets this entire Tarte Tatin together. Now if you want the recipe on how to create a puff dough, it's available in my channel in basics. However, you can also use the store-bought variant. Works wonders all the time. Having rolled out the puff dough, I've just put it on a parchment-lined sheet, and this gets to chill in the refrigerator for 20 minutes. With the caramel and the butter cooled down but given you a very slushy kind of a emulsion, it's time to line the bananas into the pan. So just go overlapping and get them done. Now if you've noticed, I've cut the bananas into nearly thick slices so they don't get too mushy when they are baked. Now with the bananas nicely, rather neatly arranged in the mold, I'm going to use some dehydrated blueberries. Now the reason why you use dehydrated blueberries is because that overtly sweetness that banana has gets countered by the sharp tart element that blueberry brings to this creation. So just sprinkle some. If you do not have blueberries, you can use dehydrated raspberries or dehydrated cranberries, or even go right ahead and just use some nuts. Sprinkle this, and we're going to add a fun element into this now just to get people really confused as to what is really in it. Confusion of sorts, getting everybody wondering what's in it, gets these little small specks of peanut butter. Chunky peanut butter adds to that wonder that caramel is below. Not too much because you really do not want to give it away. So I would say about 30 grams per Tarte Tatin is perfect for it to melt and just emulsify through and through. And lastly, all you need to do is invert the puff pastry on top, and that's where the parchment paper comes handy, just so that you can roll it out and push it through. Press it down so that everything comes together really well. The trick to press this down is so that that peanut butter within mixes and emulsifies within. So with this nicely pressed, and it's a check to know that it's nice and chilled, it's time to get to creating the next one. A good flip. Just press it down, take off the parchment lined paper, and ensure that everything comes together really well. All you need to do is bake it. However, if you are carrying one with you and you're sure there's an oven there, you can chill this and just take it there, put it into the oven and bake it. However, I'm going there to enjoy myself, so I'm going to bake it now and just reheat it on the flame. These go into a preheated oven at 190 degrees Celsius for about 30 to 35 minutes. It's all in ensuring that the puff dough rises up really well. Now, while 35 minutes is the ideal time required to bake this, I've kept it for another 5 minutes just to get that burnished top. Five minutes of allowing this to just balance out the heat. It's time to demold and unveil. So a platter and hot, so be careful when you flip it over. Moment of truth, in these desserts sometimes the fruit tends to stick to the pan. All you need to do is just lift it up and demold it. That happens when the caramel is really, really rich, but all in all, a decadent treat to enjoy. My salted caramel, banana and blueberry Tarte Tatin with that secret peanut butter in between is ready. It gets done so fast and you can always replace ingredients and create this decadent dessert. While the other one is all ready just to pack up and take to my friend's place, I ain't going to put it into the oven. I'm just going to put it on the slowest possible simmer on a stovetop and demold it. Don't forget to share loads of love by hitting on the like button. Stay safe, stay blessed, and do leave a comment below on what you'd like to see.